Hey everyone, Angelo BehindTheVault.net. So today we're going to talk about another Am I an Ass article from Reddit. I read this one and I felt compelled to get on and have a conversation with you. Okay, let's go behind the vault. All right, so here we go. So am I an ass for emasculating my fiancé in front of his family? My fiancé and I have been together for about 6 years, engaged for 2. After we got engaged, we sat down and had the deal breaker talk. Basically things in our lives, our futures, hypothetical situations that leave little room for compromise. One of the things on my list was no prenup. I'm not here to debate with anyone whether it's an issue or not, or whether I should use it or not. I just think that if you're preparing for divorce before getting married, it's a sign that you're probably marrying the wrong person. He agreed and everything was fine. Lately though, his family, particularly his mother, keeps on bringing up the idea of signing a prenup. Well, last night we went to her house for dinner and she brought out an actual prenup drafted by her lawyer. She put it in front of me after dinner and told me to sign it. Obviously I didn't even read it, let alone sign it. She called me a gold digger and no one, including my fiance, stood up for me. I told her I make 4 times as much money as he does. I'm an MD and he dropped out in second year. I've paid off all my student debt and he still has $100,000 left to pay off. I have my own house, ample savings, and certainly will inherit more money from my parents than he will from his. That shut her up real quick. My fiance is now angry with me. He said it was emasculating for his family to know how much more successful than him I am, and his brothers are making jokes and changed his contact info to gold digger. Personally, I don't think I was rude or out of line. All right, well, this has been a topic of contention for a while now, and I've had so many of my clients ask me about prenups and whether they should be used, and what are the risks of them? In this situation, she makes 4 times more than he does. She's got more money than he does saved. He's got more debt. I really don't understand why she wouldn't just sign the prenup from a logical standpoint. Now, from the emotional side, I understand. Her point is, well, if I'm preparing for divorce, I'm marrying the wrong person. I gotta believe there's some hidden factors going on here. Either he has not been honest with her family. Maybe his family has some money that they don't talk about and nobody knows about that he's gonna inherit, and they're worried that she's gonna take it. This is an odd situation. I think standing up for herself was a good thing for her to do. I really don't understand why, when she's the one that has the higher income, the assets, the house, why she's not being more protective of those assets. People fall in love, they meet that person, they think this is my forever person. But what happens if? This happens regularly now. I counsel easily 5-6 clients a year on, a marriage breakdown and how to do it without getting killed by lawyers and going through the rules and stuff like that. Is she an ass? Probably not. I think she was good for standing up for herself. Is she a little delusional? Probably, because again, if something goes awry, he's gonna take half the house, half her savings, half his debt, pay him support for X number of years. I think this is it goes both ways situation. You find that forever person, you hold on to them for dear life, because it is very difficult to find that person. But ask yourself this, right? If in the event something goes sideways, what does the next step look like for you? Protect yourself. Another thing too is, sure, he dropped out of medical school in his second year. He's got $100,000 in debt. But one thing people don't talk about when it comes to the prenup is what I like to call potential. Here you have a woman who's a doctor, owns a house, has savings, no debt, and she's with this guy who's got debt, younger than she is, which is fine. He makes 4 times that he does, which is a little unusual. The question I would have is, what does he do for work? What is his potential? Because maybe he didn't make it as a doctor, but maybe he's starting a business within a few years with his skill set, with his talent. He starts making millions of dollars a year. And she's making a few $100,000 as an MD, or 500, 600, whatever, but he starts making in the millions. So maybe the family's looking at that and going, yeah, man, she's making the money now. Give it 5 more years, 10 more years with your skill, with your talent, and on the trajectory that you're on, you're gonna make a ton more. If something goes sideways, you're gonna get screwed and lose half your business or whatever. Maybe that's how they're thinking of it. When it comes to posts like this and telling you the story, you're only getting one side, hers. And as we know, there's 3 sides to every story: your side, my side, and the actual truth. Of the 3 things, what do you think? There's his potential for earning maybe more than what she's earning. Maybe there's family money that he doesn't know about and so she doesn't know about. And maybe, she is a little bit delusional and she does make more than he does, and she always will, and maybe she should sign that prenup and protect herself. All right, tell me what you think. Comments below. Let's get a conversation going, even behind the vault.